Hi YouTube, Tim Unker here. In this video, we are going to simplify some polynomial expressions, and we're going to do so using the distributive property. So let's take a look at this first problem here. We have 11 times the quantity x plus 5 plus, then we have 9 times the quantity y plus negative 8. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to simplify and then combine any like terms that we possibly can. So when we do this, when we have 11 times this quantity x plus 5, that means that we have to take 11 and multiply by x, and then we have to add that to 11 times 5 as well. So 11 times x is simply 11x, and then 11 times 5 is 55. Then we have this plus sign here, so plus. Now we're going to do the same thing with 9. We're going to do 9 times y, which is 9y. And then 9 times negative 8, which is, we have a plus negative 72, because a positive times a negative is a negative. Okay, so the term with the x and the term with the y, we can't combine those, so we'll just write those down here. 11x plus 9y. And as I move them down, I'm just going to cross them off just as an organizational type thing. And then we're going to add 55 and negative 72. And when we add 55 and negative 72, we're adding two numbers with different signs. We're going to take the number that is further away from 0 on the number line. That's going to be negative 72. And we're going to subtract the number that's closer. That's going to be 55. And then we're going to take the sign of the number that is further away from 0 on the number line. So since negative 72 is further than 55 from 0 on the number line, we're going to have a negative sum when we add 55 and negative 72. So without further ado, let's just do that. So we're going to do 72. We'll subtract off 55. So I'm going to borrow from the 6 here, or borrow from the 7, making it 6. Then we have 12 minus 5, which is 7. I'm going to do 6 minus 5, which is 1. And so it's going to be 17, but it's going to be a negative 17. And instead of writing plus negative 17 when I combine these two, I'm just going to write minus 17. It's the same thing, and it just looks a little bit cleaner there. Okay, and so our solution to this one, or the simplified version of this polynomial, is 11x plus 9y minus 17. Okay, let's take a look at problem 2. And as we go through problem 2, 3, and 4, what you might want to do is pause the video and try and do these yourself, and then take a look at what I do as we go. Okay, so in problem 2, we have negative 2 times the quantity x plus 3, and then we're adding that to 11 times the quantity y plus 9. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to use the distributive property. I'm going to do negative 2 times x. That's going to give me negative 2x. Then I'm going to do negative 2 times 3. That's going to give me, I'm still going to keep the plus. I'm going to have plus negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6. We still have this plus here, so plus. Now we're going to do 11 times 9, or 11 times y, which is 11y. Then we do 11 times 9. 11 times 9 is 99. Okay, so we can't combine the x, we can't combine the y. We're just going to bring those down. So I'm going to have negative 2x plus 11y. I'll cross those off as I bring them down. And now we're adding two numbers that have different signs. We're going to take the number that is further away from 0 on the number line. That's 99. Okay, so we're going to take 99. We're going to subtract the number that's closer to 0 on the number line, negative 6. So we're going to subtract 6. So 9 minus 6 is 3. Bring down the 9. We have 93. And then we're going to keep this as a positive 93 because the number that is further away from 0, 99, is positive. So I'm going to just have a plus 93 here. Okay, and that is my solution to problem 2. So I'm quickly going to delete this stuff so we can make room for problem 3 and 4. So if you need to, take a snapshot or rewind the video because I'm deleting it now. Okay, let's move it up to problem 3 and problem 4. Okay, so in problem 3, we have 5 times the quantity x plus negative 8 plus negative 6 times the quantity y plus 2. So I'm going to do 5 times x. That's going to give me 5x. Then I'm going to do 5 times negative 8. I'm going to keep the plus, but a positive 5 times negative 8 is going to give me a negative 40. I'm going to keep this plus, so plus. And we're going to do negative 6 times y, which is negative 6y, plus, it's a plus, negative 6 times 2. A negative 6 times a positive 2 is a negative 12. Okay. So we can't combine the x terms with the y terms, so we'll just bring those down. So I'm going to have 5x. And instead of writing plus negative 6y, I'm just going to write minus 6y. That's a little cleaner. They're both the same thing, but I like to keep it cleaner. And then we're adding negative 40 and negative 12. So when we add two negative numbers, you're just going to add the numbers together and make the sum negative. So 40 plus 12 is 52. We're going to make that a negative 52. And instead of adding negative 52, I'm just going to write minus 52 because that's a bit cleaner. And there we go. We have our solution to problem 3. Okay, hopefully you're doing well and getting these right. We'll keep going to problem 4. So in problem 4, we have 3 times the quantity x plus 4 plus negative 4 times the quantity y plus negative 8. So let's do 3 times x to start. 3 times x is 3x. We'll then do 3 times 4. That's going to give me, just plus 12. Plus, we'll do negative 4 times y. That's going to be a negative 4y. And then we'll do negative 4 times negative 8. A negative times a negative is a positive, so that's going to give me a positive 32. Again, we can't combine the x's and the y's, so I'm just going to write 3x. Instead of plus negative 4y, I'm just going to write minus 4y. And we'll cross those off. And then we have 12 plus 32 gives us 44. So plus 44. Okay, so if you're going through my Algebra II series here that I have on YouTube, you want to make sure you have this stuff down. This is a pretty big prerequisite for Algebra II. And if you have it down, then you can move on to the next stuff. If not, just practice it a little bit until you get it and then move on. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. If it was, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'm going to leave links to my Teacher Pay Teachers and website in the description in case you want to check those out. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.